All right, y'all. Welcome to the Gatekeepers Court, where fandom meets the courtroom and your faves better come correct. I'm your host, Taylor B, bringing you all the drama, all the receipts, and all the judgment we can handle. Also, the wine, which I'm getting together right now. Opening it. Okay. So this week's case is messy per usual, but I feel like this is like an extra dose of messy. Like, I feel like we had a lot of tea this week. So, of course, I came to prosecute. So, let's go ahead and recap this past week with our opening statements. So, before I do that, let me pour me a glass of wine because even the opening statements are messy. So, we got to get a little libation going. Got the Cabernet bag. All right. Damn. Okay. We gotta wait. I'm gonna put this. No, I'm gonna put it over here. That's fine. Okay. So this week we said farewell to Maurice Johnson as Ted Richardson, and we welcomed Keith D. Robinson. So I just want to say I really loved Maurice as Ted. I was very sad to see him go. He brought the character to life, like for real, like and he played him very well. He gave him all of the emotions, all of everything that he was supposed to give him. So I definitely was very proud of the performance that Maurice Johnson put on. As far as Keith D. Robinson, he's doing a great job so far. I'm happy to see him. A lot of people know him from like Dreamgirls, and please don't beat me up, but I never really watched it. I don't know, like that was not like a big classic movie in my household. I'm sorry. Please, y'all, don't beat me up. I've seen clips, but like some of like the iconic lines that people are talking about, I'm like, who said that? Like that's me. So I hate that. Sorry about that. But yeah, I know him from this Christmas. So that's the last time I seen him. But yeah, he's definitely doing a great job. So we're proud of you, new Ted. That's what they call you online. I don't know if you know. You're new Ted. I hate it. Sorry. Well, I don't hate it, but I hope you don't hate it, is what I'm saying. So, also, Beyond the Gates has been renewed for a second season. So we're happy about that. Because, otherwise, I would have Leslie y'all. Like, it would have been like a combination of Leslie and Danny, like extremely nuts and, very, very chaotic and destructive. Like, so I'm glad they did what they were supposed to do because the results on the other end would have definitely been chaotic and destructive. Anyways, Leslie visits Nicole to explain her actions. So, the problem here that I had was all the tears and the crying and the trying to get you to feel sorry for her. Like, I didn't like that. Because I'm just like, if you gonna be bad, be bad. Like, be proud. Don't, because I feel like the only person who shouldn't be feeling that way is Leslie. Like, you put this whole thing in motion. Like, I understand Eva having remorse and feeling bad about how everyone feels about her because it's like, towards the end, she really did not want to go through with it. But she felt like she had to because of her mom. And even now, she still is being treated terribly because she didn't do exactly what her mom wanted her to do. So, yeah, I didn't really get that. And she's like, well, it wasn't about you, it was about Ted. Which is a lie. Because all she wanted to do was hurt Nicole. Every time she talked about executing this plan, it was, oh, poor Nicole, she's going to be hurt. Nicole's going to find out about Ted being a cheater. Oh, I can't wait to crash crash whatever it is that you have going on with Nicole, with your perfect life with Nicole. Every 10 seconds, it's Nicole. Every time she put on a different wig to go visit somebody, she talking about Nicole. Even when she went to go visit Nicole, acting like she wanted to kill herself. Oh, Nicole, she just wants to. Like, it was just all about Nicole. You was mad at Nicole for being nice. You mad at Nicole for being married. You mad at Nicole for having kids. Like, you just mad at Nicole. I don't know. She's nuts. We know this. So, moving right along. Doug struggles with leaving the gambling world. Ugh. I mean, he's an addict. At the end of the day, it's normal for them to struggle with leaving whatever it is that you're addicted to. So, I won't say I'm surprised. But what I will say is, like, for him to be in the debt that he's in and knowing what's at stake, it's like, for you to even step back into the casino is crazy. Like, you should have just stuck to making bets with the nurses on you, whether or not you gonna make the little paper basket into the trash can. That's what you should have stuck with. I personally don't understand you putting your life in danger, putting your wife's life and business in danger. Like, it's a lot. I don't know. But I mean, again, that's addiction. You don't care what you have to risk in order to get what it is that you want. So, Mona confronts Eva and Leslie separately. So, I loved it when she confronted Leslie, because she definitely let Leslie know, like, you a different kind of evil. Like, she was like, hell was made for people like you. I was like, yes, give it to her. Like, that was iconic. Now, when she went and she confronted Eva, and Eva was like, I feel like I lost everything. And she's like, good. A lot of people was like, oh, yeah, like, she did that. And I'm just like, I didn't like it. Because that's harsh. Like, obviously, I don't know. I just feel like when it happened, it was so obvious that it's not what she wanted. So it's like, why are we rooting for her to lose? It's not okay, guys. It's not okay. Especially the more people get to know who and what Leslie is, and how manipulative she is, and how she definitely, has brainwashed her daughter and made her daughter feel like acting this way is, the only way you can get what you want, which is a relationship with your dad. Like, this is all Leslie's doing. Down to the way Eva thinks, the way Eva acts. Like, I don't feel that way. I don't feel like she should lose everything. I don't feel like she should lose everybody. I don't feel like she should be, well, I ain't gonna say I don't feel like she should be being iced out, because I get why she's being iced out. Like, I don't think, Nicole or Kat or anybody like that, has to open their arms to her, especially with the way that she came into their lives. I completely understand them not wanting to deal with her after that. But to say, like, she deserves it all, I'm just like, that was a bit much. But y'all know I ride for Eva. Like, that's my dog, girl. Like Smokey, okay? I ride for Eva all day, every day. I should have been her mama. She wouldn't have had to deal with none of that. Because the way I ride for her, girl, you look at Eva wrong. Like, that's me. So, where are we? Oh, so Danny visits Ted to confront him, and Anita joins. This was kind of iconic, and it was cute. This is cute, because I was like, I knew Danny was coming, but Danny just on a rampage these days, ain't she? Like, it's like she kind of doing a lot on behalf of Nicole. I think it would be nice to see the family in general allow Nicole to explore her own rage. I feel like everybody is raging on her behalf. And I feel like that's why we're getting that. Because a lot of people are saying, like, Nicole is just so calm. She hasn't really been mad yet. And I'm like, I feel like it's because everybody's being mad for her. Nobody's allowing her to be angry, to do angry things. Like, even with the whole, like, trying to sell the house, and Vanessa is just like, no, I think you're being, like, a little bit too hasty with it. And I'm like, let her be hasty. She can get another house. Like, what you mean being too hasty? She can get another house. It's not like she's selling it and she's gonna be destitute. Like, she's gonna get a fat check, you gonna get a fat commission, and she gonna get a bomb house. Like, we all win. You know, maybe it's tasty, but it's better than burning it down. Which, I mean, if you continue to make someone suppress their rage, that could very well happen. So, I don't know. I think people need to stop trying to manage her emotions for her. Like the whole, like, well, what would you tell your client? Like, at the end of the day, Nicole is not sitting in front of a therapist right now, you know? And as a therapist myself, like, I get when people try to say that, like, what would you tell your client? But right now, I'm not a therapist. I'm a human being. So I don't have to be rational. I don't have to act from a therapeutic state of mind. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be that. But I feel like when they talk to her, it's like, well, you're the therapist, you're the psychiatrist, so you have to think in this way. And I think that's what's going to drive her nuts at the end of the day. Like, people trying to tell her, like, she has to behave in a certain way because of who she is and what she does. Like, that's why it drove Danny crazy, because y'all kept telling her, you're a Dupree, you're supposed to act this way, and blah, blah, blah. Her husband just cheated on her and married her, her daughter's best friend. She's supposed to be crazy right now. She's supposed to be upset. Like, we have to start being okay with raging and allowing the people around us to rage. I mean, granted, please don't kill nobody. Please don't go around, like, tearing people's things up unless you can pay for them. And she can very well pay for them, you know? I mean, she can afford a couple lawsuits, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, let her rage. Let her get it out. Let her be angry. Let her be mad. Let her act out of anger. Because that is how she's going to process it. Because that's what a lot of people don't understand about therapy and, like, things being therapeutic. You're allowed to be angry in therapy. You're allowed to express that anger. Like, there have been plenty of times where I left therapy and I was pissed off. Not because my therapist did anything wrong, but because we talked about something that pissed me off. And my therapist was like, you need to be mad. You have to be pissed. It's a part of it. Like, as human beings, we need to be allowed to have a full range of emotions. And I really need the Dupree family and her friends and everybody else around her. I need y'all to start allowing Nicole to be an angry person. Please. That's all I ask. Because I keep telling y'all, she's going to end up worse than Danny. Because y'all are making her suppress even more. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. Where we at? Oh, Vanessa and Joey continue to flirt. Ted confronts Leslie. Basically told her, you ruined my life, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, dude, you brought it on yourself. You know? Let it go. Give it up, Delicious. Okay. Vanessa resists Joey's advances. I was proud of her for that. That one time. She did that. Cheers to Vanessa for that. I was proud of her. Okay, so Danny and Anita confront Eva. Now, this is where I'm going to say y'all being a little unnecessary. Because that girl was going in that club, in that area, whatever it's called, to get something to eat. Where they was at? Uptown? Yeah, she just get something to eat. Maybe getting a drink, chilling. I don't think she needed all that. You know, just like, well, you will never be a part of the Dupree family. Like, I don't think she wants to. Like, I think Eva's whole thing was to have a relationship with her dad. That's it. She never intended to be a Dupree. She wants to be a Richardson. She wants to be who she is, but out loud. That's it. She don't want it to be a secret no more. That's all. Like, I don't think that conversation was needed. I think that rage and that anger and everything else that y'all throwing at her, it needs to be thrown at Leslie, because she's a psychopath that thinks she's going to be a Dupree when she messed with a Richardson. had a baby with a Richardson. Like, that's the closest you're getting. You know? Have that conversation with Leslie. Pretty please. Strawberries on top. Okay. Ted provides Eva with housing after Leslie kicks her out. I'm proud of him for this. I was also proud of him for taking her to the country club and not being afraid or ashamed of being out with her. Like, we just have to get used to the fact he got a daughter. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying that Nicole has to be okay with it because, again, she's hurting. This situation is very unfortunate for her. So I'm not saying she's one of the people that got to get used to it. But as far as, like, you know, the country club people and, you know, the Fairmont Crest community, like, I'm going to need y'all to get over it. He got a daughter. Another daughter. Let it go. Like, let it go. All that judgment. And who was this Anastasia person with her nasty ass? You see her come over there tonight. You want to make it bigger with lip filler? Like, you see how she waited to say the lip filler part? She nasty. Anastasia, you the nosy that I don't really like. You the nosy that ain't my cup of tea. You the nosy that get beat up. I don't know why Nicole. That's what I'm talking about. Nicole, Danny, and them. Y'all sitting at that table, and Anastasia came and said what she said to y'all. Y'all should have had all that smoke y'all had for Eva for her. But y'all, where was it at? Where's that? I'm about sick of this selective smoke. Anyway, where we at? Oh, Martin continues to have his nightmares. I think they're starting to become a little bit clearer. I mean, slowly, obviously, but they're becoming clearer. Like, I know there's a car involved. I think he hit somebody. Girl, I don't know. But, I don't know, girl. I think it's coming to light very soon because I just feel like we don't keep seeing the dreams for nothing. You know, him tossing and turning and whatnot. We don't see that for nothing. So, to be continued. Leslie confronts Eva. I just don't understand. Like, you got all this smoke for your child. Like, you pushed her out. And you're mad at her because she didn't want to hurt her own dad. Who didn't know about it right away. You sitting up here. He just didn't love you. He didn't want to take care of you. No, he didn't know about her. And now that she knows the truth, you mad at her about it. And that's what I was telling y'all last week. That's how the narcissistic parents are. They be so mad at you for knowing the truth about them. Like, girl, did you think you buried your secrets? Like, no, your whole point was to put everything out. But what Leslie didn't add up in her head was that with Ted's secret coming out, so was hers. So, but yeah, them narc parents are something else, man. Jan confronts Leslie. I thought this was great. Her cursing Leslie out at Orphe Jeans because she needed it. Like, she needs to know, like, you are not the kind of person or the kind of mother I want to associate myself with. Like, she's so proud of herself. I think she did something so noble. Like, all I wanted was the truth and for him to accept his daughter. You don't even care about his daughter. You don't care about that. You care about being with him and having him as your man. That's what you care about. You don't even care about being a family for real. You, girl, Eva was just the calling card, the pawn. You ain't fooling nobody. No, you not. Where we at? Leslie. Oh yeah, and Vernon confronted Leslie too. Yeah, because of the way that she treated Eva in Orphe Jeans, and I'm glad he did that. And I'm glad he saw that because, like, now y'all are starting to see why Eva was a part of it, and I think they're starting to get the picture of, you know, like, okay, Eva ain't this evil person; it's her mama, and I'm glad they're getting that because, girl, I'm so tired of them looking at her like she is like the head honcho of it all. It's like, no, she's just the face of it because she was the one who was working in Nicole damn house, but she didn't start this. She didn't start the fire. Wait, is that how it goes? Is that the harmony? Is that the melody? I don't know. Could have fooled me. Mm. So Ted and Nicole run into each other at the country club. This was unfortunate. But girl, he was out with his daughter. I wouldn't even say nothing to them. Like, I just, that's where you be passive. Like, I just would have left him alone. Like, you know what? He out with his daughter. Have fun. I mean, she been passive this whole time. Why not? Like, but she didn't walk up to him. He walked up to her. So it's not really her fault that they talked. But I didn't see an issue with them being there. I saw an issue. Because first of all, they were there first. Danny the one talking about, I know the perfect place to go. Why is the perfect place always the country club? Do y'all ever leave this area? Like, I know it's some restaurants around there. Got some great food, some great drinks, probably some bottomless mimosas. She needs those. Like, why are we only going to the country club? Okay. Ted helps Eva to secure employment at a high-profile salon. I like him for this. He did that. I'm proud of him for that. Because she do need to work. And she need to be, really just out here making it on her own, because depending on Leslie is out. And to be honest, I wouldn't feel safe depending on Ted, either. So I'm glad he, on top of getting her a place to stay, I'm glad he also got her a job. That way she can pay for her own and just make her own life. She don't need no help. So that's good. Eva tries to reconcile with her mom. Girl, give it up. Like, your mama don't love you. Your mama don't like you. She never will. Like, your mama don't like nobody but herself, and even that's questionable. So I would leave it alone, sweetie. Leave it alone. R.I.P. Like Santana said. Leave it alone, sweetie. R.I.P. R.I.P. But no, I will leave it alone. But of course, I know you've been in this dynamic for however long you have. Your mama is all you know. So of course you're gonna keep going back. We probably gonna keep seeing her going back. But once she's done, girl, she gonna be done. And it's gonna be so satisfying. Like, I can't wait till Leslie needs Eva for something. Eva's just like just like that. Just what? Can't believe she called me. Matter of fact, Eva gonna get a new phone with a new number. She ain't gonna give it to her mama. Her mama gonna be like, oh my God, I can't find my daughter. Good. Yeah. Joey reveals his intention to clean his money through Vanessa's real estate business. So I was wondering why he was going after her, because I'm like, it can't just be him being attracted to her. Like, I'm not saying that can't be the case, because I mean, she's an attractive woman, but what I'm saying is, like, a man like that don't do nothing without a reason. Like, nothing. So I'm glad this came out, because I'm like, okay, now it makes sense why you going after them. You wanted that the whole time. Like, I see you 5 steps ahead and whatnot. We see you. It's cute. Trying to clean his money, girl. Okay, Bill continues to struggle with tremors. What's annoying me about this is, like, he'll be struggling with tremors right in front of Haley, and Haley so oblivious, don't know nothing. Like, this time when he did it, she's in the mirror fixing her stuff up. Like, this is why when something really does happen and you really ain't, you really ain't together and you really get into a place where you're incapacitated, this is why you're not going to be successful in what you need to do. Because she don't know nothing. She don't know how to do none of that. The people who would notice and who would care and who would make sure that you got the care that you need, you've basically alienated out of your life with your decision. So, good luck with that, Bill. Child. Nicole gets upset with Andre for not telling her about Ted. Once again, the rage that needs to happen. Think about it. It's a 20-year-old secret. You knew. I'm mad at who was a part of it. I'm mad at who knew. I'm mad at anybody associated with him, still talking to him. I'm mad at everybody. Let her. But no, Danny couldn't let her because that's her man. But no, I'm not mad at that though, because Nicole and Andre always been close. And so I'm not mad that they're back on track. So yeah, Danny helps Andre and Nicole get back on track. I think that was nice. I was glad about it. They got to express their feelings and talk about why she felt what she felt and why he did what he did. You know, and I mean, at the end of the day, logically speaking, it's not Andre's responsibility. So can't be too mad at him. Kat refuses to accept Eva. This will go on for a while. Kat is just Kat. Like, I'm really starting to just accept Kat for who she is. Like, I know I was just on her real bad, and I'm like, oh, she's classy, she's elitist, and those things are still true. But but I also think it does come from a place of like, I want to protect my family and I want to keep my family as stable as possible. Like, I really think she just loves her family structure. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, before any of this happened, Kat really did have the perfect life. And you could tell it in the way that she carried herself and the way that she walked. Like, she had nothing to worry about. And so now, like, all of that has kind of been shattered. And it's like this illusion is being shattered around her. She don't really know what to do with it. And so I understand where it's coming from. I just kind of wish she would get over it. But at the same time, I understand why she's not. So we will let you be, Kat. All right. Martin invites Eva over for family dinner. I was not feeling this at first because of the fact that he also invited Kat. And I'm like, stop inviting drama into your house with your kids. Like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, invite one or the other. That's how I felt. And so I was glad, like, you know, Kat recused herself. And then Eva, you know, accepted the invitation. And, you know, it went how it went. It went very well. Like, I like that. Samantha is slow to accept Eva. So that's really an exaggeration because she really wasn't. Like, Samantha was not slow to accept her. Like, at first she was just like, ugh, that Eva? Like, and then as soon as Eva was like, I can do hair, 180. Like, that's how it is. As soon as you find out she could do something to help you out, boom, in there like swimwear. She didn't even have to give you a pack of cigarettes, girl. But I'm glad for that, though. I'm glad she feeling accepted somehow, you know, with like within the family that she's actually a part of. You know, a Richardson is accepting her because, like I said, Eva does not care about being a Dupree. Eva wants to get to know her dad and get to know her siblings and be a part of that family. So I'm glad that's happening for her. Nicole suspects Danny and Andre have something going on. And I know Danny, like, did her little lying thing. But I think Nicole low-key knows, like, girl, you lying. Like, I think she kind of knows. But either way, it's going to come out. But I'm wondering, I'm like, why are you so scared to say something? Just say it. Like, you are grown. He grown. Let it go. Give it up, Delicious. Okay. Anita begins to plan the reunion of the Articulates. We're here for this. Eva shows off her hairstyling skills at Martin and Smitty's. Yes. And Samantha enjoyed it the most. Sharon rejects Anita's attempt to reconnect. Girl, when I tell you she hung up on her like Anita was a bill collector. Like, I'm like, oh, is this such and such? Boom, click. Like, it was just like that. And I'm just like, Anita getting hung up on? You know, because you're so used to seeing everybody just respect her. Like, she's, you know, this matriarch or whatever. But you forget she had a life before that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it definitely tracks. You know what I mean? Like, she had another life before this. And she was a different person. And a lot of people didn't like that person. You know? You live and you learn. Well, we'll see how that goes. Ashley and Derek struggle with settling into living together. We knew this was going to happen. You need a bigger space. Me personally, I recommend a 2-bed, 2-bath. Like, just from personal experience, it's hard living with a man. Like, cause I'm the same way. Like your habits and all of these things, you're in my way now. Get out. Like, and it's the thing, like, my OCD and your OCD is nobody's OCD looks the same. Everybody OCD don't mean, cleaning and all that. And I'm not saying, I don't think he's OCD. I think he's, like he said, he is kind of a slob. But what I'm saying is, like, if she kind of OCD the way that she is and he a slob, that don't go together. And so sometimes you just need your own spaces. You need, especially bathrooms. Like, I hate sharing bathrooms. I don't like sharing bathrooms with nobody. But specifically men, like, that I ain't cancel. Cause like living with my dad or my brother or something like that, they know how to pick up after themselves and they know how to keep the bathroom clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all work together to keep the bathroom clean. But living with a significant other, it just was not hitting. Like, I was just like, you know what? We can't do this. So when we got a chance, we got that 2 bed, solved so many problems. So I'm telling y'all have to do it. Y'all have to do it for your sanity, okay? Unless you don't want to be staying with this person and you want to be staying by yourself, in which case you need to be communicating. Because it's really seeming like Ashley don't want to be with this man. Like I said, I really and truly believe Ashley has never been in a healthy relationship. I don't think she's ever been like happy and bored. Or happy and boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I think that's really supposed to be like the nature of the couple. Like, I think they're supposed to be that happy, boring couple. Like, we ain't got too much going on. We minding our business, whatever. But I think Ashley is used to a little bit more excitement, probably a little bit more toxicity as well. So I think this is like her first like healthy relationship where she can actually communicate her needs and get what she needs. Because you see how she could just tell him something and he get it, But it's like she gets mad at him for stuff that he don't know that's annoying her, And I'm just like, you kind of got to talk to him about that. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, he didn't even understand about, like, the whole being a slob thing until you said it. And so you got to speak up. But the thing is, she don't want to speak up. She just want him out. But she don't want to speak up about wanting him out. It's just a lot. She got to talk. You got to say something. Just tell him, girl. And because I think as a man, too, I think every man deserves that period of life where you just got your bachelor pad, you living by yourself, you living how you want to live. Like, every man needs that experience. Because I think a lot of men, in my experience and from a lot of the men that I converse with, a lot of y'all don't know how to be alone. And y'all jump from like living with your parents to living with roommates in college to living with your partner. Like, a lot of y'all do not live alone. And I'm just, you got to do it, twin. You got to do it. Please. Just 2 years. 2 years. Live by yourself. I ain't saying you can't be with nobody. I'm just saying, at least live by yourself. Don't shoot me. But I think Derek needs to get his bachelor pad. I think that, like, you just moved from living with roommates. Now you want to live with a woman who keep nitpicking everything you do? Seriously? Boy, go get you a bachelor pad. Because she was already affording that place without you. And I'm pretty sure you can afford a place without her. Y'all got good salaries. Make them work for y'all. All right. Leslie confronts Bill. This shall be interesting. Kat confronts Ted. I thought this was a nice little daddy-daughter moment. She got to tell him how she felt. And all those shenanigans. I was proud of them in the way that they communicated with one another. But Ted kind of got on my nerves a little bit with that whole, like, because I put this on Threads and I was like, men always describe cheating as if it was therapeutic. You're just like, oh, I could just be myself. I didn't have any responsibilities. Like, like I could just relax and be me. Like, you couldn't go to a spa for that? Stupid. But anyway, so yeah. But other than that, that was a great time. Eva's birthday comes around. It was so sad. Like, nobody knew. Nobody celebrated it. Nobody really tried to plan anything. Like, it really gave, like, this is the difference between her life and Kat's life. Because look at all that they did for Kat's birthday, and look at the nothing that's done for hers. And she got a whole mama. Kat records Leslie as she reveals that Laura's accident was not an accident. I'm glad you did this, Kat. But baby, I'm gonna need you to start putting two and two together real quick, okay? Cause you was getting it. You was like, well, listen, you know a lot. You know about a lot of this in a lot of detail. Yes. Why? It's almost as if she was there. But in your mind, you're still thinking Eva did it. Are you gonna go pick up Eva? Man, put it together, Kat. Like, take your hate Eva glasses off real quick, right? Think about it. She knows that much about it. Even if Eva came home and gave her a blow-by-blow of what happened, if Eva did it, right? She still wouldn't know in as much detail as what you recorded. So why are we still on Eva as the main suspect? Like, I root for you as a detective. I really do. But I need you to get it together. Because I'm about sick of you. Okay? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, Kat. I'm sick of it. All right. Eva holds on to hope that Leslie loves her, and she needs to let it go. I'm rooting for you to let it go, baby. Because when you let that go, girl, look at how your life improves, okay? Look at how it improves. All right, Danny and Pam visit Joey's casino. I was scared about this at first, but it was cool. It was actually cute. It was a cute little girls' day. You know, we just going to go gamble and make some bets on our agency, but not too serious. Not too much, you know, but they did good. It was nice. It really like just a cute girls' day out. We just be in bed together. It's nice. Ted plans a lunch for Eva's birthday and invites Leslie. I think he should have just planned the lunch. Like, you know who you procreated with. I don't understand. What is this hope that Ted or Eva have that at some point Leslie is gonna gather some sense? She don't have none. Let it go. Give it up, Delicious. Let it go. Like, I hate it. All right. Bill is trying to maintain every Dupree connection he has outside of Danny. And it's getting a little bit, it's getting annoying. It's getting pathetic. Like, showing up with paperwork to sell the beach house. You're showing up to Vernon and Anita's for that. For what? Like, I just don't get it. You meeting with Smitty, like, it's a lot. Trying to keep Martin under your wings or whatever by threatening him low key. Like, it's a lot. Just let it go. And you keep telling your wife, I'm cutting everybody off from the Dupree family. I can't tell. And I don't know how she believe you. Well, I know how. Your wife Delulu. But you gotta let it go, Ted. You gotta give it up. Okay? It's getting to be a bit much. And why every time you literally, like, I don't know if he was about to make love to his wife or he had just made love to his wife, but why every time y'all are having like an intimate moment you bring up Danny? Like, I feel like that's crazy too. And I don't know why she don't get mad. Because ain't no way we just got it in and you have the caucasity to bring up your wife. Your ex-wife? Disrespectful. Rude. Unappreciative. Ungrateful. All of the above. Despicable. I just don't understand how Haley don't have a problem with it. But Haley's still stuck in that, like, I feel like Haley is, like, in the cupcake phase by herself. Like, because Bill is a manipulator. Like, he ain't never gonna just be in the clouds. You know what I mean? Like, he's never gonna, he couldn't even do his honeymoon. Like, Girl, that man will never just be in the clouds. He like for you to be in the clouds though, because you're not paying attention to what he's doing. So right now she cupcaking and she on cloud 9 and she swiping the black card. She ain't even thinking about the fact that this man is playing with her mind in her face. She gonna see. She gonna see, girl. June gets pneumonia, poor baby. But she got that surgery though. And she did good. I didn't know that pneumonia could get so bad that you could need surgery. Like, Lord. But I'm glad she okay. Go, girl. All right, Nicole wants to sell the house. And you should have let her, Vanessa. Be a good friend and let your friend be mad and do some mad stuff. I'm so sick of y'all trying to tell that girl not to do stuff in anger. Let her do it. Y'all let Danny do it. Danny went around tearing up offices and breaking up stuff in the house and breaking and entering in the man's house. Like, she did so much stuff. I feel like Nicole deserves a run. A run in the rage lane. Like, I think we need to let her run. And I mean, selling the house, that's light work. Because she, like I said, she could have burned it down. Okay. Well, Smitty questions Bill about Martin. I think Smitty is going to get to the bottom of the whole thing with Martin. Because, you know, he's a journalist. He's an investigative journalist. That don't just go away. To be honest, I feel like the only reason he hasn't started to utilize his skills to get into whatever it is that Martin is doing is because he's really trying to give Martin a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think he's sparing him. Like, I'm trying to give you a chance to do what's right and not, you know, and not keep lying to me. But he keeps lying to him. So I think at this point, Smitty is a little tired. He's like, one way or another, you gonna spill the beans to me. So that's what he do. That's what he did. I mean, well, that's what he's doing now. I think now he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna go get the tea myself. Since you won't spill the tea to me, I'm gonna go get the tea myself. And I ain't mad at him. Cause Martin, you could have stopped having these dreams. Okay, you could have gotten closer to your husband. You wouldn't be so agitated all the time if you would just tell the truth. Tell your husband. I ain't telling you to blast it all over the place. I ain't telling you to go say it on CNN. You know, just tell your husband. He don't tell his husband, and that's why he going through what he going through. Jacob picks up Leslie. I think this was great because I think he was already suspecting her anyway. So Kat gave it to the right person, that recording, because I think if she were to pursue it like on her own, you know, so you know how that would have went. So I'm glad she gave it to Jacob, and I'm glad Jacob is looking at it from like a realistic perspective. Like, girl, we not just gonna go with that. No, because I already got a little inkling about who I think did it. Like, I think that's where he is. So, all right. Well, now that we laid out the facts, it's time to take someone to task. All right. Court is now in session and the docket is open. So the first person we got on the docket, Dana/Leslie/Sherry/Anna/Lulu or Anna. So she is accused of being a selfish and narcissistic mom, which is very on brand for her. First of all, if y'all seen this last episode, she made her daughter's birthday all about her. Like, Ted came over there to invite her to the birthday lunch, and she just could not resist, you know, the urge to talk about the birth and how it affected her and how her being born ruined her life. Like, it's just so much. And I'm just like, why you can't just celebrate your daughter? Like, but she don't see her as anything worth celebrating. And she punishes Eva for having her own mind, because I think she feels like, well, you ruined my life and my body by being born, so the least you could do is everything I tell you to. Like, I think that's her. That's how she feels. And so she punishes her for having her own mind, because in her mind, and in every narcissistic parent's mind, you owe me. Like, For you being here, you owe me. That if any parent who makes you feel like you owe them for being here, they don't love you and they're probably narcissistic. So, when it comes to her being accused of being a selfish and narcissistic mom, obviously she's guilty, per usual. We just gonna keep adding time at this psych hospital because I don't know where else to put her. You know what I mean? Like, because we can't call CPS Eva grown. Unless they backtrack. Do they do that? Because I call them. Girl, I'll testify. I don't care. But I don't think they do that. So we just going to have to put her back in the psych hospital for being a crazo. But we also going to have to sentence her to a couple months or years or whatever in jail for attempted murder. But yeah, she definitely guilty, and she definitely gonna stay in the psych hospital for the rest of her life. I can't let her out. She too crazy. She too delusional. She too psycho. She too narcissistic. Okay, don't mind me, y'all. I just had a little wine. Bill Hamilton is next on the docket. He back on the docket. He ain't been on the docket in a minute. But Bill is accused of not being able to let go. All right? Because why are you mentioning Danny every chance you get? Let it go. Okay? I'm sick of it. And then she ain't helping it, going over there every chance she get. But he's more frequent than her. So that's why he's on the docket and she's not. So, yes, he's mentioning Danny every chance that he gets. And he also visits a Dupree or a Dupree adjacent every chance he gets. Like, so you know you're guilty. You know you're guilty. You know you're bad. So I'm sentencing you to rehab, okay? You need to do a Dupree detox somewhere outside of Fairmont Crest. You have to leave Fairmont Crest. You cannot do your treatment in Fairmont Crest because that defeats the purpose. They're there. They're everywhere. Everybody know them. Everybody love them. You need to go somewhere that don't got nothing to do with them. And you need to do your treatment. And I will see you back in a couple of weeks with your signed paperwork. And I'll know if you forge it, so don't play with me. Anyways, so now that that is over, now that court is over, let's go ahead and wrap this case up. All right, so everybody guilty, everybody got their sentences. Cool. Now let's get into my predictions and what I see coming next. All right. So Bill, his health issues are making themselves more known. So I definitely see this becoming a bigger issue within the coming weeks. I mean, obviously it is a storyline that's developing, but I think it's gonna be like a big storyline very soon. Because it's getting progressive really, really quickly, it seems. So like it's getting to a point he can't write at work or handle the paperwork like he's supposed to. So and hopefully his wife noticed at some point, like, I know we hate you, but I'm gonna need you to do your job. You said for better or worse. You said in sickness and in health. Or did y'all? Because I don't know if y'all did y'all vows. Y'all almost got shot at. But you assumed it. So listen, I'm gonna need you to get on your job. That's all I ask. Leslie is definitely gonna blame everything on Eva. Because you notice, like Jacob said, you just need to come to the station. He didn't necessarily arrest her. So she gonna try to blame it all on Eva while he asking her questions. But I think Jacob gonna get to the bottom of it. The key is gonna be that motorcycle. And whatever video, I forgot, wasn't it like some type of video? And then it was lost. All right. Eva will deal with some fallout due to her mother's lies. I think she will. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as the fallout that she's dealing with now. But I think she is definitely gonna deal with some fallout due to her mom's lies. Like some people are gonna believe it, especially Kat. Kat is gonna run with it. Kat gonna tell Naomi. Naomi probably gonna run with it because she loves Kat. It's just she gonna do with a little fallout from it. Hopefully part of that is not her going to jail on false pretenses, but you never know. So Ashley and Derek will either get a new place or break up. There's no in between. Because to be honest, I don't think she want to be with him. And a lot of people are saying that. They don't think she want to be with him. Thought I had nicked my arm. They don't think she want to be with him. And I'm seeing it too. Like, she just scared to say it. Just like she was scared to say, I don't want to move in with you. Every time he talk about moving forward in the relationship, she's like hesitating, hemming and hawing and whatnot. Like, girl, tell that man you don't want him. Because we sick of it. We sick of you playing. We sick of you hee ha haing with Andre. Girl. Don't be trying to make my friend no side dude. Like, even though he creeping around with Danny, but he not a side dude with her. Okay? He just a secret. It's not the same. Oh, I said it like it was better. But no. He's just a secret. It ain't the same thing. Okay? So don't be trying to do that. Anyway. Detective Cat will get in too deep this time and she may get hurt. I think so. And the reason being is because I think Jacob really is going to get to a point where he starts to put two and two together, and he probably even going to discuss it with Cat. Like, yeah, you got this all wrong. It's her. And then Cat is going to get to looking, trying to see and make sure that it's her. And then she going to know. And then Leslie is going to know that she knows. Leslie's going to go after her as a result. And it's just going to be a whole thing. It's going to be a whole mess. So, because the thing is, she up here lying, talking about she'll never testify against Eva. Girl, you lying. But I also know that she probably knows that, the truth will more than likely come out instead of her actually going to jail for that, right? So, in order to stop the whole process from even starting, let's snatch Cat up. Like, I see you, girl. More than you see yourself. Okay. Smitty will find out Martin's secret before he tells him. I definitely think so. Because he already started his search. And I don't think he's going to stop. Because he done gave Martin, like, so many chances to tell him. So at this point, it's up. Like, whether you want to or not, I'm going to know this secret. And you're going to talk to me about it. Or else you just going to sit here and watch me lay out all this proof of everything that I know about you until you talk. I think that's where Smitty is getting right now. He trying not to do that. He trying to spare him. But Martin don't want to talk. Okay. And last but not least, the Bill and Leslie war will be one for the books. I definitely think so. Because Bill is super calculating. He's also very evil. He's also he ain't willing to get dirty to get what he wants. And like Leslie is kind of the same way, but she's also psychotic, so it adds like a different layer to it. Like there are ways for both sides to win this war, so that's why it is gonna be an equal war. But Bill is gonna realize early on, I cannot fight this clean, cause she gonna do some weird stuff to win the war. So we're gonna see. I'm ready for that war. That's my thing. All right. Well, that concludes this week's session of the Gatekeepers Court. Remember, court may adjourn, but the judgment lives on. Until next time, stay shady, stay sharp, and stay tuned. Bye, y'all.